How's it going, everybody? World Money Wins here. Welcome back to my channel. I actually have a story time. I've got a ring that I got back from the jeweler. I'll show you. I gotta hold it a certain way. This ring, the wedding ring, that was my wife's grandmother's wedding ring. Now, my wife is German. My family's German. My wife's family's German. She's off the boat German with the thick accent and everything. But this is a gold ring, not particularly valuable in, I guess, in gold weight. But my wife's grandmother had this ring. This was her wedding ring given to her by a husband. And then when World War II came out, her husband was conscripted into the German military and sent off to fight in World War II on the German team. So he didn't return back from the war, so my wife didn't get to know her grandfather, but her grandmother kept this ring. And then after the war was over, she kind of realized that he wasn't coming back, and so she had it modified a bit, and she added sapphires to the ring. She had actually split the back of the ring open, and then the jeweler added this 14 karat bezel, the raised bezel in here, to hold 3 sapphires, her husband's birthstone. Then many years later, this ring was given to my wife's mother, handed down to her daughter from her mother. From her grandmother went to her mother, and her mother wore this ring for many years, and then finally handed it down to my wife about 15 years ago. About a year ago, my wife wears this ring all the time, or wore this ring all the time. About a year ago, she came home from the mall or shopping or Costco or somewhere, and put her ring on the counter and noticed that the center stone was missing. So obviously she was extremely ruined. That just ruined her, seeing that missing stone, and there's no way to figure out where it was. She was at the mall and at the Costco and wherever, so it was just gone. So I said, well, let me take it and look at it and see what I could do. And I didn't do anything. I went over to the jewelry store in the other town, in the next town over, and I said, hey, can you, I thought these were rubies. I said, hey, can you get a ruby to match this? And they're like, well, these are sapphires, so it wouldn't match if I used a ruby. And so they quoted me $350 to put 1 sapphire in, and that price was because she assumed that she was gonna have to rebuild most of this center section, that all these stones would have to come out. She would have to repoint everything and actually melt down gold to do it. And I got the message that it was ready to pick up. I went to pick it up today, and she said, okay, your total is $85. I was like, what, $85? I thought it was gonna be $350. Now this whole ring is worth maybe $85 total. If you send it off for scrap, it's probably worth $85. But since it's a family heirloom, it's priceless. So she said, yeah, I gave it to my lead, I think it's goldsmith. I always just call him jewelry, but she said, I think goldsmith. And the goldsmith was able to salvage, was able to steal some gold from different areas and salvage it and repoint it. So it still needs to be, you still need to take care when you wear it. But she said it's in there secure. So I was pretty stoked. I was fully planning on paying like $350 to $380 to get my wife's ring back in nice shape, and I only paid $85. So that really made my day as far as spending money. And my wife doesn't know I have this back yet. So when I go home, I'm going to be giving her this, and she's going to probably do some backflips. So we'll see how that goes. But I figured I'd let you know. I think that this ring is, I think the band was 8 karat, and then the the new section, this whole new section up in here is 14 karat gold, and then there's 3 sapphires in there now. And you can see, if you look really closely, you can see, if the thing would focus, that the center stone is a slightly different color. The ones on either side have more of a purple tone, and the center one has a more blood red. You can't really, it's hard to tell on camera, but I mean, at a distance, you can't really tell the difference. Just in passing, they look like 3 stones of the same size, or same type. So I didn't think it was going to match this good either, because it's hard to get stones to match exactly, especially ones that are like 70 whatever years old, or whenever she had this ring modified. But anyway, that's the story. Some things you just have to spend some money on, even though it doesn't make financial sense. Some things you just have to keep a hold of and keep things alive. Anyway, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. My day got a little bit better once I picked this up and saw how well these stones matched. And my wife's day is going to be spectacular when I get home. And I will see you guys in the next video.